Hello there, and welcome to 50 Quiet Secrets of Our Galaxy, Bedtime Journey Through the Milky Way. I'm very glad you're here. Maybe today felt a little too long. Maybe you feel yourself tired. Maybe your mind has been jumping from one thought to another like restless stars flickering in a busy sky. Or maybe you're simply the kind of person who likes to fall asleep with gentle ideas and soft cosmic stories instead of counting sheep. Whatever brought you here, don't worry. You don't have to do anything right now. You don't have to learn. You don't have to remember. You don't have to keep up. This is not a test. It's a soft landing. So, before we drift into the Milky Way together, let's start with something very simple. Notice your breath. You don't have to change it. Just notice. Air flowing in and then flowing out. As you listen, allow your shoulders to grow a little heavier. If you can, let your jaw loosen and your tongue rest softly in your mouth. Feel the weight of your body sinking gently into whatever is holding you up. Your bed, your pillow, maybe a blanket draped over you like a small personal atmosphere. The world around you can wait. Messages can wait. Tomorrow can wait. Right now, it's just you, your breath, and a quiet journey through our home galaxy. Tonight, we are staying at home in a way that's much bigger than any house or city or country. We are staying in the Milky Way. When you look up on a dark night, far from city lights, you might see a pale, misty band stretching across the sky. It looks like a faint river of light. To the naked eye, it seems almost fragile, as if you could reach up and gently brush it with your fingertips. That hazy band is our view from inside the Milky Way. We're not outside looking in, like in the pictures. We're inside, looking along the flat plane of the galaxy, like standing in the middle of a forest and trying to see the shape of all the trees at once. The Milky Way is a barred spiral galaxy, a disk of stars with long curling arms and a bright central bulge. It contains hundreds of billions of stars, and your own star, the Sun, is just one of them. You are lying there now, on a tiny planet orbiting a modest star, curled up in a quiet corner of this immense turning system. You are already inside something enormous and beautiful. You don't have to go anywhere to be part of the galaxy. You're already here. Let that thought soften something inside you.
Secret 1. We live in a quiet suburb of the galaxy. If the Milky Way were a great shining city of stars, the center would be its bright, crowded downtown, full of dense clusters, intense radiation, and a restless, spinning heart. We don't live there. Our solar system lies in a calmer lane, a small structure called the Orion Spur, tucked between two larger spiral arms. It's like a peaceful neighborhood on the edge of a busy cosmic metropolis. Not too crowded, not too empty, not too noisy, not too quiet. Just right for life to take its time. As you breathe in, imagine that you're drawing in this quiet neighborhood air, not the noise of the galactic center, not the emptiness of the far halo, but the gentle, balanced region where Earth has had billions of years to grow oceans, forests, and eventually, you. And as you breathe out, let go of something small, some tiny worry, expectation, or leftover piece of today that you don't need anymore. In, quiet galactic suburb. Out, small worry dissolves. Secret 2. Our solar system is always moving. You might feel as if you're lying still right now, but on a galactic scale, you are in constant motion. The Earth is spinning, turning you from night to day and back again. The Earth is also orbiting the Sun, following its path through the year, and on top of that, the entire solar system is orbiting the center of the Milky Way. We are moving at about 230 kilometers every second as we circle the galactic center. That's over 800,000 kilometers per hour. Even now, as you're lying there, eyes perhaps growing heavier, you're sweeping through space at astonishing speed. And yet, it feels completely still. Your blanket stays where it is. Your pillow doesn't fly away. The only things that move are your breath and your thoughts, and even those are beginning to slow. The galaxy moves like a great quiet wheel, and you are riding on one tiny spoke, held gently in place by gravity. You don't have to keep track of any of it. You don't have to steer. You don't have to hold on. The universe is very practiced at carrying you. Secret 3. A galactic year takes hundreds of millions of Earth years. We are used to small slices of time, seconds, minutes, hours, days. But the Milky Way has its own kind of year. It takes the Sun around 225 to 250 million Earth years to complete one full orbit around the center of the galaxy. We call this a galactic year. Since the solar system formed, we've gone around the Milky Way only about 20 times. Just 20 galactic birthdays in more than 4.5 billion Earth years. When the very first dinosaurs walked on Earth, our solar system was in a different part of the galaxy entirely. The stars they slept under were arranged differently. The galactic scenery has slowly changed around us, even as life on Earth lived out its own stories. Your whole life so far, every memory you have, every morning, every evening, fits into the tiniest fraction of a single galactic year. This isn't meant to make you feel small. It's meant to loosen the grip of urgency. When you remember that the galaxy measures time in hundreds of millions of years, it becomes easier to let go of the pressure to solve everything tonight. You have permission to rest. Secret 4. Most of the galaxy is invisible to your eyes. Under a dark sky, far away from city lights, you might see a few thousand stars with your naked eye. That feels like a lot, a glittering ocean of light. But compared to what's actually there, it's a tiny droplet. Astronomers estimate that you can see only about a few 10,000ths% of all the stars in the Milky Way without a telescope. The rest are hidden behind dust, too faint or too far away for your eyes to detect. The galaxy is full of light you'll never see directly. Infrared light from warm dust, radio waves from gas clouds, X-rays from collapsed stars, gamma rays from powerful events at the core. Most of it passes right through you, quietly, without a sound. It's okay not to see everything. It's okay not to understand everything. You can let parts of life be like the hidden stars, present, important, but not your responsibility tonight. All you need to notice right now is the gentle rise and fall of your own breathing. Secret 5. The Milky Way is not a perfect picture. In diagrams, the Milky Way is often drawn as a neat, symmetrical spiral. Even arms, perfect curves, everything balanced. Reality is softer, messier, more like real life. Our galaxy is a little warped, its disk bending up on one side and down on the other. Some arms are brighter than others. Some are longer, some broken into fragments and branches.
The central bulge isn't a perfect ball, but more like a twisting, peanut-shaped glow of stars. The Milky Way carries signs of past encounters, collisions, and changes. It is beautiful, not because it is perfect, but because it has history. Just like you. You are not perfectly symmetrical. Your days are not perfectly organized. Your thoughts don't always line up in straight, tidy rows. And that is okay. The galaxy you live in is not flawless either. It bends and wobbles and ripples in response to what has happened to it. Let that be a quiet permission. You do not need to be perfectly aligned to be worthy of rest. Secret 6. You are made of galactic history. As you lie there, perhaps getting a little more comfortable, remember this. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the carbon in your cells, all of these were once inside stars. Long before the Earth formed, long before the sun ignited, earlier generations of stars lived, burned, and died in violent, brilliant explosions. In those explosions, heavy elements were made and flung into space, mixing with clouds of gas and dust. Eventually, that material gathered, formed new stars, new planets, and finally, you. The atoms that make you up have orbited the Milky Way in many different forms. They may have been part of ancient stars, drifting dust, quiet clouds, or newborn suns. Tonight, they are part of you, resting on a rotating planet inside a turning galaxy. You are not separate from the Milky Way. You are a small, conscious piece of it, for a short, gentle time. You don't have to do anything to deserve this. Just by existing, you carry billions of years of cosmic history in your body.
Secret 7. The galaxy holds you, even when you forget. Sometimes it's easy to feel alone, to feel as if you are just one person in one room, in one city, on one planet. But from the galaxy's point of view, you are never really alone. You are wrapped in layers of structure. The bed or couch holding you up, the building around you, the air and the sky, the spinning Earth, the orbit of the moon and the sun, the spiral of our arm, the gentle curve of the Milky Way's disk. Every level is part of a larger pattern that cradles you. If your thoughts wander into worries again, that's okay. Just gently guide them back, like returning to a quiet path. And remember, right now, the galaxy is still turning. The sun is still shining. The Earth is still circling. Your heart is still beating. You don't have to manage any of it. Secret 8. Time can slow down inside a story. As we talk about the Milky Way, something subtle may already be happening. The edges of your thoughts might be softening. The spaces between one idea and the next might be stretching. Sentences may be blurring slightly as your mind drifts in and out of focus. This is not a problem. It's part of the design. Bedtime stories, especially slow, cosmic ones, are a way to gently decelerate the inner clock. You don't have to hold on to every detail. You don't have to remember numbers, names, or terms. You could let facts drift through you like starlight passing through thin clouds. All that matters is the feeling. The galaxy is vast. You are safe. Nothing urgent is required of you right now. If your eyes want to close, let them. If your body wants to sink a little deeper, allow it. If your mind wanders off to its own images of star fields or spiral arms, that's perfectly fine. This journey does not need your full attention. It works even when you drift.
A gentle pause before we go deeper. You've just floated through the first quiet layer of our galactic journey. We arrived in the Milky Way and found our place in a quiet suburb. We felt the motion of the solar system circling the galactic center. We stretched our sense of time to include galactic years. We accepted that most of the galaxy is invisible but still real. We saw that the Milky Way is not perfect and doesn't need to be. We remembered that our bodies are made of old starlight. We realized that the galaxy holds us, whether we notice or not. And we let story time begin to slow down the ticking inside our heads. Take one more gentle breath in and out. From here, if you're still awake, we could drift farther into the spiral arms, into the dark rivers of gas and dust where new stars are born, into the quieter secrets of our galaxy's structure. But for now, you don't need to move. You are already floating. If you're still with me, awake, drifting, or somewhere in between, welcome to the next gentle step of our Milky Way journey. You don't need to sit up or focus sharply, just let the words move like slow waves, washing softly through your awareness. You can float on them, half listening, half dreaming. In this chapter, we're going to leave the outskirts of our Orion spur and move deeper into the structure of the galaxy, slowly, patiently, no urgency. It's like gliding along a quiet cosmic river, guided by starlight instead of moonlight. Take one calm breath, in and out. The galaxy waits for you. Secret 9. Spiral arms are not solid, they're waves of stars. When people imagine the Milky Way, they picture elegant spiral arms, great glowing ribbons curling around the core. It's easy to think that these arms are made of fixed material, like carved streams of stars frozen in shape. But the arms are more like traffic patterns, not solid roads. Stars move in and out of them, gas drifts through, new stars light up, then slowly wander away. The spiral structure is a density wave, a region where matter bunches up and then releases, like a slow-moving ripple across the disk. Where gas collects, stars are born. Where stars disperse, space looks dimmer. Imagine you're floating above the galaxy. You'd see the arms glowing in soft blues and whites, highlighted by young, bright stars like candles freshly lit. And here you are, moving quietly toward these regions, not rushing, simply being carried by cosmic rotation like a leaf on a gentle stream.
Secret 10. The Orion Spur, our cosmic neighborhood. Before we go deeper, picture where we started. Our solar system sits in a small offshoot, the Orion Spur, nestled between two major arms, the Sagittarius arm closer to the core and the Perseus arm toward the outer edge. We live not on the main spiral highway, but on a side road, calm, quiet, stable. This matters. Life needs time, long stretches of calm cosmic weather, fewer supernova explosions nearby, just enough heavy elements from older stars, not too much chaos. A perfect balance for oceans, continents, forests, and eventually consciousness. You. From the perspective of the galaxy, you are lying in one of its peaceful bedrooms, not in the loud central city. And now, with eyes heavy or half closed, we step out into the hallway and wander deeper toward the glowing avenues of star formation. Secret 11. Stellar nurseries are hidden in darkness. The most beautiful places in the Milky Way are often wrapped in shadow. Gigantic molecular clouds of hydrogen and dust drift through the galaxy, cold, dark, silent. To our eyes, they appear as empty black spaces where stars are missing. But that darkness is pregnancy. Inside, gravity gathers matter grain by grain. Little knots of gas thicken, collapse, warm. A spark of fusion ignites.
a star is born. Where we see darkness, the galaxy is secretly creating light. Let that sink in. What looks empty may be full of beginnings. What looks still may be quietly forming future worlds. Just like in life, some of your quietest moments contain the seeds of something new. Secret 13. Stars are born from cold, not heat. It sounds backwards at first. You might expect stars to form in fire, in brightness, in hot, glowing gas. But their birthplace is the opposite. The coldest parts of the galaxy, only a few degrees above absolute zero, are where stars begin. Darkness allows gas to settle. Cold lets gravity grip more tightly. Silence makes collapse possible. From quiet comes energy. From stillness comes light. Maybe that's true for people too. Sometimes growth begins when we stop pushing, stop forcing, stop running, when we rest. Right now, listening to this story, you are practicing the same quietness from which stars are born. Secret 13. The Milky Way is laced with nebulae, cosmic clouds of creation. As we drift through the spiral arm, imagine immense shapes emerging out of the dark. Vast pink and violet emission nebulae, ghostly blue reflection nebulae, inky black absorption clouds, and golden filaments lit by newborn suns. Nebulae are the nurseries of the galaxy, places where stars are still wrapped in their swaddling clouds. You might picture the Orion Nebula, glowing near the belt of Orion, visible even to the naked eye from Earth. It's only about 1,300 light-years away, practically next door by galactic standards. Inside that cloud, thousands of baby stars are forming right now. Some will become like our sun. Others will grow massive and fierce, burning brightly but briefly. One day, planets may circle those stars. Perhaps oceans will ripple beneath alien skies. Perhaps life will emerge, curious and patient. Perhaps someone far away will one day look up and wonder about us. As you listen, imagine drifting slowly through one of these nebulae, light soft and rosy, dust swirling like mist through morning fog. Every star around you was once a fragile spark inside a cloud like this. Even the sun, even everything you are. Secret 14. Young stars shine blue, old stars glow red. In the nursery, stars come in colors. Young, hot, massive stars radiate fierce blue-white light, intense, energetic, short-lived like fireworks. They burn through their fuel quickly and die in dramatic supernova explosions. Older, cooler stars glow warm yellow or soft red, like embers in a fireplace late at night. They burn slowly, patiently, for billions of years. If you look at the Milky Way through different wavelengths, you would see these colors like music arranged across the spiral arms. Blue, new beginnings. Red, long stories. Gold, stability, warmth. White, quiet intensity. Right now, within you, memories glow red, dreams glow blue, and your breath, steady and warm, glows softly gold. Let yourself wander through these colors. They don't need to form a picture. Just let them drift like gentle weather across your mind. Secret 15. Our sun was born with siblings. Long before Earth formed, our sun was part of a stellar cluster, surrounded by perhaps thousands of sibling stars born from the same collapsing cloud. They shone together once, like candles on a single cake. But galaxies are full of tides and motion. Over millions of years, gravitational forces stretched the cluster apart like sand scattered by waves. Those siblings are now spread across the Milky Way, unnamed, unrecognized, distant relatives traveling their own long paths. Somewhere out there, a star with a chemical fingerprint nearly identical to the sun shines quietly, unaware that we exist, unaware that once, billions of years ago, we shared the same cradle. You carry the same fate. You came somewhere, a family, a childhood, a beginning. Now you orbit your own life, making your own path. And that's beautiful.
Secret 16. Dust hides light, but also protects it. As we drift deeper into the spiral arm, clouds of dust thicken like a curtain. They hide stars from view, blocking starlight and turning bright regions into dark silhouettes. It can look empty, but inside, stars are growing. Dust cools gas, protects forming stars from harsh radiation, shields delicate disks where planets assemble grain by grain. Sometimes darkness isn't the absence of life, but the shield that makes life possible. Just like moments in your own story where you couldn't see the next step, yet something was happening quietly beneath the surface. A star forming takes millions of years. A human healing takes time too. Rest is part of creation. Secret 17. Planetary systems form belts and rings. Around newborn stars, leftover dust and gas flatten into rotating disks, protoplanetary disks. Inside these disks, dust grains collide and stick, forming pebbles, rocks, planetesimals, and eventually planets. Some disks grow icy outer belts like our Kuiper belt. Others gather thick central rings, glowing like halos. Some spark dozens of moons and worlds. Others end with only one. You can imagine drifting close to one of these young suns, a bright sphere in the center, surrounded by swirling ribbons of dust like golden rings in slow motion. Tiny grains collide with faint whispers. The future of entire worlds begins in silence. Right now, while you breathe, countless planets are forming. Some of them, billions of years from now, will cradle oceans. Some may host forests, storms, or strange skies. Some may hold life. The galaxy is constantly building futures we will never see, and that's okay. We're here for this moment, this breath, this night. Secret 18. Spiral arms glow with birth, not age. Though the galaxy is ancient, its spiral arms radiate youth. New stars ignite there like fresh fireflies each night. Old stars wander away over time, leaving the arms bright with beginnings. The Milky Way refreshes itself continuously. It is ancient, yet always young, old, yet always renewing. Just like the tide does not stop because waves crash and fade. Just like the night sky does not dim when one star sets. Things are born and pass and are born again. If your day felt heavy or messy or unfinished, remember the galaxy does not rush its cycles. Leaves fall, clouds gather, stars fade, seeds wait. Everything in the universe rests before it shines again, including you. Secret 19. You only see the Milky Way from inside. One quiet truth is easy to forget. No human has ever seen the Milky Way from above. Every image you know is an artist's reconstruction. We are inside the system we're trying to understand. To see it fully, we'd need to leave the galaxy, a journey far beyond anything we can imagine today. So we look sideways across its disk, through star fields, through dust. Like standing in a forest, you see trees stretch endlessly outward, but not the shape of the entire wood. Mystery isn't a flaw in understanding, it's space for imagination to breathe. If some part of your future feels unclear, That is not a failure. It is a nebula, a stellar nursery of possibility. Dark now, bright later. Secret 20. Star nurseries sing in invisible light. If your eyes could see infrared, the Milky Way would look like a warm, glowing river. If you could see radio waves, you'd watch hydrogen trace its arms like ghostly ribbons. If you could see ultraviolet light, you'd spot newborn stars blazing with fierce brilliance. The universe is never dark, only our senses are limited. Silence isn't absence, stillness isn't emptiness, darkness isn't nothingness. Just because you cannot see progress does not mean progress isn't happening. You may be growing in ways you cannot yet perceive, the way a star forms behind dust, quietly, without applause. Secret 21. Supernova create the next generation. When a massive star dies, it collapses and explodes into a supernova, scattering heavy elements, iron, gold, oxygen into space. The shock waves compress nearby gas clouds, triggering new rounds of star formation. Death becomes birth, explosion becomes creation, and ending becomes a beginning. Even chaos has purpose in the galaxy. If life has ever broken you open, remember even stars must burst before they seed the future. Rest here for a moment. Let your exhale fall a little longer than your inhale. No effort, just soft release. You're floating among stars that lived, died, and became the atoms that make you. This galaxy is not separate from you. You are made of its memory.
Secret 22. Stars drift apart over time. The cluster that birthed the sun is gone now. Its members are scattered across the disk, spread like glowing seeds on the wind. No gravity binds them anymore. Only chemistry reveals their shared origin. This gentle dispersal is common. Friends in space drift apart. Families of stars separate across millions of years. Everything changes, slowly, beautifully. But nothing is truly lost. Matter is recycled, light continues, memory leaves traces. Just as people leave impressions on one another, like light that keeps traveling long after the star is gone. Secret 23. Some regions of the arms are calm enough for dreams. Between star factories, the arms hold quieter stretches, places with fewer massive stars, less radiation, and stable long-term orbits. Earth resides in such a calm patch, a pocket of gentleness, where minds could evolve, where oceans could simmer, where sleep, like this moment, could exist. The galaxy offers storms and fire and radiance, but also silence, balance, room for softness. You are lying inside one of the calmest corners of the cosmic ocean. Let that comfort you. You are not in danger. You are in a cradle made of stardust and time. Secret 24. Not all light is visible. Some is felt. Some stars emit frequencies we cannot see. Some glow in colors that never reach our eyes. Some signals arrive as magnetism, particles, warmth. You perceive the galaxy not only with sight, but with calm, awe, imagination, wonder. Right now, quietly, without effort, the universe is passing through you. Neutrinos, cosmic rays, gravity, starlight. You are permeable to the cosmos. You are submerged in it the way a fish is submerged in the sea. You don't notice the water, but it holds you. You don't notice gravity, but it carries you. You don't notice galactic motion, but you are part of it. Let yourself be held.
Secret 25. In the arms, stars are born for billions of years. Star formation isn't a short show. It has been happening for billions of years and will continue for billions more. Entire civilizations could rise and fall while a star is still in infancy.
The galaxy does not hurry. It turns slowly. It creates slowly. It rests slowly. You can slow down too. You don't have to solve tomorrow tonight. You don't have to force dreams or meaning. You can drift into sleep like clouds drift into nebulae. Gently, gradually, naturally. No rush. A soft pause, letting the arms carry you. You've now walked further into the Milky Way, through density waves and spiral roads of light, past nebulae where stars sleep before birth, into clouds of dust that protect new suns, beneath clusters where siblings separate like petals on wind, along rings of forming planets spinning in silence, through colors that speak of age and youth, into the slow rhythm of cosmic creation. You may already feel your thoughts stretching farther apart, like stars drifting through space. Sentences may come to you softer, slower, each one like a step deeper into night. Let your breath fall into that rhythm. Inhale like starlight gathering, exhale like dust settling. Inhale, a nebula forming. Exhale, the universe resting. And if sleep has begun to reach you, you can let go. The story will still be here when you return. But if your mind is awake enough to continue, we can drift onward. In the next chapter, we will leave the bright arms behind and rise into the quiet halo, where ancient stars wander like old souls and the galaxy keeps its oldest memories.
If you're still here, gently listening, welcome back. Maybe you're fully awake. Maybe you're hovering on the edge of sleep. Or maybe words are already starting to blur into feeling. All three can be true, and each one is part of the natural journey. In the last chapter, we floated through the spiral arms, past glowing nurseries, dust clouds, and newborn stars. Now, we're going to do something simple. We'll just rise, up and out of the flat disk of the Milky Way, into the halo, a vast, faint, almost invisible sphere that surrounds the galaxy like a soft, ancient cloud. You don't have to picture it clearly. Just imagine that you're slowly lifting, leaving the crowded star fields behind and drifting into a quieter, older region of space. Take a slow breath in and let it go. The galaxy is still beneath you. You are safe. We're just going higher into its memory. Secret 26. The halo is a ghostly sphere around the galaxy. When people imagine the Milky Way, they usually think only of the spiral disk, those bright arms curling around a glowing center. But that's only the visible part, like the bright face of a lantern. Around the whole galaxy, there is a vast, faint, spherical region called the halo. You can't see it with the naked eye. It's too diffuse, too spread out, too subtle for our human senses. But it's there. It contains ancient stars, globular clusters, thin streams of stars from shredded galaxies, and an enormous amount of dark matter. If the Milky Way were a tree, the disk would be its trunk and branches, but the halo would be the invisible field of roots and air around it, the space where history lingers. As you drift upward in your imagination, you leave the bright disk behind and enter this quiet, dim, high place where stars move slowly on long, stretched orbits, like lanterns in a vast, dark hall. Secret 27. Ancient stars drift in the halo like old souls. The stars in the halo are different from most of those in the disk. They're old, so old that many formed when the universe was still young, before the Milky Way had fully shaped itself into a spiral.
Their light is softer, their chemical makeup poorer in heavy elements. Astronomers call them metal-poor stars because they formed before multiple generations of supernova could seed the galaxy with heavier elements like iron and gold. You can think of halo stars as elders of the galaxy, witnesses of its earliest struggles, slow travelers tracing long, tilted paths around the center. Imagine one of these stars now. It's faint, a small, steady glow, circling the galaxy on a long, stretched-out orbit that takes billions of years to complete. It has seen gravitational tides, mergers, collisions, streams of stars torn apart and reassembled. It has existed since long before Earth, long before the Sun, long before any eye opened on any world to see it. And tonight, as you rest, its light may be quietly crossing the space near you, unnoticed but present. You are falling asleep under the watch of very old light. Secret 28. Globular clusters, the galaxy's ancient star cities. Out in the halo, you might encounter something magical, globular clusters. These are dense, spherical swarms of stars, hundreds of thousands of them, packed into a tight ball, all held together by gravity. From inside one, the night sky would be filled with stars so numerous and bright that darkness would never be completely dark. Most of the stars in these clusters are extremely old, among the oldest in the galaxy. Think of globular clusters as ancient star cities, quiet, crowded neighborhoods of elder suns, glowing fossils from the early days of the Milky Way. They orbit far above and below the disk, moving slowly, circling the galactic center like bees around a distant hive. As you drift through our imaginary halo, you can picture one of these clusters below you, a golden sphere hanging in black space, each point of light a star that has been burning for more than 10 billion years. Time moves differently here, not in hours, not in days, but in ages. Your day, your week, your worries are a small, gentle ripple on this ancient sea. You are allowed to rest. Secret 29. Stellar streams, traces of galaxies the Milky Way has eaten. The halo is not empty. Crossing it like faint rivers of light are thin stellar streams, long trails of stars stretched across space. These are the remains of smaller galaxies that wandered too close to the Milky Way and were slowly torn apart by its gravity. Over millions and billions of years, their stars were peeled away, pulled into long arcs and streams that wrap around the galaxy like ghostly ribbons. Imagine drifting through one of these streams now. Stars scattered all around you, not in a dense cluster, but in a long, gentle trail curving across black space. Each star once belonged to a different home. Now they are part of ours. The halo is full of evidence of past encounters, quiet records of galaxies that no longer exist as they once did. Nothing in the galaxy is truly untouched. Everything has a history. You do too. But like these stars, you are allowed to move forward, carrying only what you need, letting the rest dissolve into distance. Secret 30. Dark matter, the invisible web holding everything together. As we float higher, the stars grow fewer, the space between them wider. Here is where something unseen dominates. By all the visible matter we can measure, stars, gas, dust, the Milky Way should hold together as it does. The outer stars orbit too fast. The galaxy should fly apart. And yet it doesn't. The reason is dark matter. We can't see it. We don't know exactly what it is, but its gravity is undeniable. It forms a vast, invisible halo around the galaxy, outweighing ordinary matter many times over. You can think of dark matter as a silent scaffolding, an unseen framework, a gentle but firm grip holding the galaxy's structure together. As you drift in the outer halo, you're floating in a realm where dark matter is more dominant than starlight. You don't feel it, you don't see it, but you are wrapped in it. It's a bit like all the unseen supports in your own life, people who helped you when you didn't notice, systems working in the background, silent habits that keep you going, small kindnesses you've forgotten. Not everything that holds you together is visible, and that's okay. You don't need to perceive every support to be supported.
Secret 31. The halo holds the galaxy's oldest memories. If the spiral arms are where new stories are written, the halo is where the oldest chapters are stored. In its stars, in its clusters, in its streams, we find records of ancient collisions, remnants of long-lost dwarf galaxies, clues about how the Milky Way grew from smaller pieces. Astronomers read these patterns the way an archivist reads old handwritten letters. They look at the motions of stars, their chemical fingerprints, their positions in the halo. From that, they reconstruct how the galaxy cannibalized smaller galaxies, how it built its disk, how its shape slowly changed. You don't have to follow the science tonight. You can just absorb the feeling. The universe remembers, not in words, but in motion, not in books, but in light and chemistry. You too carry memories in your body, moments you no longer recall consciously, but which shaped your reactions, your fears, your strengths, the way you hold yourself when you're tired. The halo reminds us, we are partly made of history we don't fully understand. And that's fine. We don't have to decode everything to rest. Secret 32. Some of the oldest known stars live in our halo. High above the disk, far from the crowded plane of the galaxy, astronomers have found stars that may be nearly as old as the universe itself. These are hyper-metal-poor stars, containing almost no heavy elements at all. They're like living fossils, preserving the conditions of the earliest times. They likely formed not long after the Big Bang, before galaxies had fully settled, when the universe was young, hot, and strange. Now they glow softly, red and quiet, drifting through the halo. Imagine one of these stars shining somewhere overhead, its light ancient beyond comprehension, crossing space for billions of years, just to exist in this moment with you as you begin to fall asleep. You are lying in bed on one small planet, around one middle-aged star, inside one spiral galaxy that holds stars older than any mountain, any ocean, any dream. And yet, here you are, in this one night, with this one breath, allowed to simply rest. Secret 33. The halo is thin, but its influence is wide. If you could somehow scoop up all the visible halo stars, all the globular clusters, all the streams, and compress them closer together, they would occupy only a tiny fraction of the volume. The halo is extremely sparse, but what it lacks in density, it makes up for in reach. Its stars orbit far out, defining the galaxy's true size. Its dark matter extends even further, shaping the gravitational field in which all stars, including the Sun, move. From the outside, you would see a bright spiral disk, surrounded by a faint spherical glow, embedded in a much larger invisible halo. From the inside, you see only a ribbon of stars across the sky. Reality is always bigger than what we see from where we stand, just as your life is much more than what happened today, what went wrong this week, what you remember perfectly. You are held in a wider context, relationships, histories, possibilities, most of which you are not actively aware of in every moment. The halo whispers, you are part of something larger, even when you can't feel it. Secret 34. The halo reminds us that edges are blurry. Where does the galaxy end? It's not a sharp line. There is no wall, no well-defined border. The disk fades into the halo. The halo fades into intergalactic space. Dark matter stretches even farther. Boundaries in the universe are often gradients, thick to thin, bright to dim, dense to sparse. No single point where you can say, here it stops, here it begins. Your life, your identity, your stories work the same way. There is no exact line where old you ended and new you began. No exact day when healing started or finished. No precise date when you became stronger or calmer or more yourself. Change is soft-edged. Growth is gradual. Edges are blurry. Tonight, you don't need sharp conclusions. You don't need final answers. You can let things be in between. Half asleep, half awake, half knowing, half floating. Just like the halo, neither fully galaxy nor fully emptiness, but something gently in between. Secret 35. The halo and the disk are in constant conversation. Even though the halo seems distant and quiet, it interacts with the disk in subtle ways. Gas blown out of the disk by supernova explosions and stellar winds can rise into the halo, cool, and fall back again like gentle rain. This cycle is called a galactic fountain. Material is constantly ejected, lifted, cooled, and returned, enriching the disk, feeding new star formation, keeping the galaxy alive and renewing. You can think of it as the Milky Way breathing. Inhale, material flows inward. Exhale, material is pushed outward. Inhale, gas rains back, ready to form new stars. Right now, your own body is doing something similar. You breathe in and breathe out. Cells die and are replaced. Old thoughts drift away and new ones quietly form. You are not a closed system. You're in conversation with your world through air, food, water, warmth, touch, thought, feeling. You're allowed to release. You're allowed to receive. You're allowed to simply breathe.
Secret 36. The halo carries traces of galaxies yet unseen. Some of the stars and gas in the halo may come from interactions with galaxies we haven't even fully mapped yet. Tiny dwarf galaxies, faint and hard to detect, drift around the Milky Way like small moons. Some are being gently stripped of their stars and gas, feeding the halo's streams. Others have already been so thoroughly dissolved that they no longer look like galaxies at all, only as patterns of motion and chemistry. The halo is like a palimpsest, an old manuscript written over many times, where faint traces of earlier writing still show through. Astronomers read these faint traces with patient, careful measurements. You don't have to. You can just let the idea wash through you. The galaxy's outskirts are full of stories that are only partly visible, just like the outskirts of your own mind at the edge of sleep. Ideas half-formed, memories half-remembered, feelings without clear names. You do not need to label them tonight. You can let them drift past, the way faint stars drift past your imaginary window as you float in the halo. A gentle descent, or a deeper drift. We have now wandered through the spherical halo surrounding the Milky Way, ancient stars moving slowly on long orbits, globular clusters, dense, golden cities of elder suns, stellar streams, lingering trails of devoured galaxies, the silent dark matter halo holding everything together, and the understanding that edges are soft, that history is layered, and that you are allowed not to know everything. You might notice that your thoughts have become slower, fatter, more spread out. Words may feel less sharp, more like distant lights in a fog.
If your eyes are heavy, you can let them close. The story doesn't need your full attention to do its work. You can imagine yourself as a small, warm presence floating in the vast halo of the Milky Way, held not only by gravity, but by calm. Above you, the deeper darkness of intergalactic space. Below you, the soft glow of the spiral disk. Around you, old stars, old clusters, old streams. Inside you, a slow, even breath. In and out. In and out.
If you're still here, floating softly in the halo of ancient stars, then your mind has already slowed to the rhythm of the galaxy. Thoughts may be fewer, silences longer, breath deeper. You don't need to hold anything. You can just follow the current of the story, the way dust follows starlight, the way planets follow orbits without effort. Because now we begin to fall inward, not fast, never fast. A slow, gentle drift back toward the bright disk below us, back toward the Milky Way's shining river of stars, back toward its luminous core, where something massive, ancient, and silent waits. Let your breath soften. The galaxy will guide you. Secret 37. The galactic center glows with ancient light. As we descend, the stars grow denser. The darkness becomes speckled, then crowded, then bright like grains of sand in a cosmic ocean. In the galactic bulge, stars are packed so closely together that the night would never be truly dark. The region is old, older than the spiral arms, older than the sun. Here, red giants flicker like coals. Yellow stars burn steady like lanterns. Dust clouds swirl between them like smoke. The center of the Milky Way isn't peaceful in the way the halo is. It is vibrant, crowded, alive with motion. But there is a deeper stillness within it, a stillness made not of absence, but of gravity so absolute that even light hesitates. We are drifting toward Sagittarius A star. Secret 38. A supermassive black hole lives at the core. At the very heart of the Milky Way, there is a black hole, a supermassive one. More than 4 million times the mass of the Sun, compressed into a space smaller than Mercury's orbit. We cannot see it directly, but we can see what it does. Stars whip around it at breathtaking speeds, completing orbits in just a few years. Hot gas swirls and glows as it spirals inward. Light bends, space curves, time stretches. Sagittarius A star is quiet now, a sleeping giant. But long ago, it may have blazed like a quasar, a lighthouse bright enough to outshine entire galaxies. For now, it waits, like a deep well in the fabric of existence. There is no need to fear it. We are only observing from a dreamlike distance, floating safely through a story. Let yourself imagine the core as a dark pearl, wrapped in layers of luminous dust and starfire. Secret 39. Stars dance around the black hole like fireflies in slow motion. Close to Sagittarius A star, gravity becomes a conductor, and stars are its orchestra. They do not collide, even though space is crowded, because each follows its own invisible path, guided by the black hole's pull. Some orbit in elongated loops, some in tight, fast curves, some in paths tilted like spinning coins. Astronomers have watched a star named S2 complete a full orbit around the black hole. It gets so close that it reaches speeds of thousands of kilometers per second, then swings back out like a comet on a cosmic slingshot. Imagine watching stars move like sparks around a drain and yet somehow not fall in. It's motion on a scale too vast for us to feel, but gentle enough for us to rest inside. You are drifting through a dance older than civilization, older than Earth's mountains, older than sleep itself. Secret 40. The core may hide 2 bars of stars. Deep inside the galaxy, astronomers discovered something unexpected. Not just 1 bar of stars crossing the center, but possibly a second smaller bar inside the first, tilted at a different angle, rotating with its own slow rhythm. A bar within a bar, a secret behind a secret. These structures guide gas inward, feeding star formation, and perhaps occasionally feeding the black hole itself. Picture a glowing hourglass of stars, twisted gently over time by gravity, a structure you could only see from far outside the galaxy, never from within. And yet right now, in your imagination, you are above it. You can see it. You can rest in that perspective. You don't have to understand every detail. You can just feel the shape of wonder. Secret 41. Gamma ray bubbles rise like ghostly lanterns from the core. Above and below the galactic center, astronomers found 2 enormous gamma ray bubbles, each tens of thousands of light years tall. They glow faintly, visible only to sensitive instruments, like afterimages of cosmic fire. No one knows exactly how they formed. Maybe the black hole flared violently long ago. Maybe a burst of star formation filled the core with supernovae. Maybe both. But these vast structures hang above us like memories of light, silent, motionless, slowly fading over millions of years. The galaxy remembers things we will never witness, just as your body remembers experiences you no longer consciously recall. Soft fears, old comforts, quiet lessons woven into muscle and breath. Memory doesn't always speak. Sometimes it glows quietly, unseen but present.
Secret 42. Collisions shape the future of the Milky Way. Galaxies are not static. They move, they merge, they grow, they change. Even now, the Milky Way is slowly pulling in the Sagittarius dwarf galaxy, stretching it into streams that wrap around the disk. Far beyond that, another story is unfolding. Andromeda is coming. Slowly, silently, inevitably. In about 4.5 billion years, the 2 spiral giants will collide, not with explosions, but with grandeur. Stars will mostly pass through without touching. Space is too vast, but gravitational tides will twist both galaxies into long, dramatic arcs before they settle into a new shape. Maybe an elliptical galaxy, maybe something we've never seen before. Even galaxies do not stay the same forever. They meet, they merge, they become something new. You too evolve across time, shaped by encounters, influenced by quiet forces, molded by moments you didn't choose, but learned to move through. Change is not destruction, it is transformation. Secret 43. Rogue stars are flung from the center like cosmic whispers. Sometimes near the black hole, 2 stars orbit together, a binary pair. But if they wander too close, gravity plays a powerful trick. One star may be captured by the black hole, while the other is slingshotted outward at incredible speed, fast enough to escape the galaxy entirely. These are hypervelocity stars, lone travelers glowing like sparks launched from a fire. They fly through space for millions or billions of years, never returning home, never joining another system, just moving onward into intergalactic night. Even in a universe bound by gravity, release is possible. Some things must leave to complete their story. Some things travel alone for a time,
and that too is natural.
Secret 44. Time moves differently near the core. Close to Sagittarius A, space-time stretches. If you watched a clock fall toward a black hole, its ticks would slow, then nearly stop from your perspective. Not because the clock breaks, but because time itself curves. Gravity doesn't just pull, it warps reality. In your life, time also changes shape. Minutes can feel heavy when you're anxious. Hours can vanish when you're happy. A year can pass like a blink when you look back from a quiet night. The universe does not require time to feel equal. Neither should you. Rest has its own tempo. Healing has its own pace. Sleep arrives in its own time. You're not late. You're not early. You're here, exactly when you needed to be. Secret 45. The Milky Way breathes in light we cannot see. Even as you drift towards sleep, the galactic core glows in wavelengths our eyes were never built to perceive. Infrared reveals stars behind dust. Radio waves map hydrogen clouds. X-rays flash from material near the black hole. Gamma rays shimmer from ancient fire. The visible galaxy is only a sliver of what exists. Most of its light is invisible. Most of its mass is invisible. Most of its history is invisible. And yet it shines. Just like you, more than what shows on the surface, more than others see, more than what you remember fully. You contain wavelengths of experience that only emerge in quiet moments, like now, when breath deepens, when thoughts soften, when awareness widens. You don't have to be seen to be luminous. We have now traveled from the halo of ancient stars back into the crowded galactic bulge and down toward the event horizon of a supermassive black hole. We've watched stars orbit like sparks in darkness, seen rogue suns flung into the void, felt time slow and stretch near gravity's core. Maybe your eyes are heavy now. Maybe your breathing is slow. Maybe the details are starting to dissolve into feeling rather than thought. That's good. That's the purpose. You're not meant to remember every fact. You're meant to sink into the scale of it, the calm of it, the softness of infinity. If sleep wants to come now, you may let it. There's nothing you must hold on to. If you're still here, still listening, then your mind is probably very quiet now. Thoughts no longer arrive in clear sentences. They move more like mist, soft, slow, distant. You don't need to focus anymore. You don't need to keep up. This part of the journey is made for half-closed eyes, for a heavy body, for a mind that is ready to let go. We've wandered far, out into the halo, across the spiral arms, down into the hidden bulge, and toward the black hole at the center. Now, gently, we turn around, not with a sudden spin, but with a soft curve, like a slow arc of a bird in the sky. We drift outward again, back through the crowded stars, past the quiet molecular clouds, past old clusters and newborn suns, back toward the calmer regions where our own star lives. Somewhere in one of those quiet lanes, a small planet orbits a modest yellow sun. On that planet, you were lying down, breathing, listening, letting go. You are both things at once, the traveler among the stars and the resting body under a blanket. You are the dreamer and the sky being dreamed. There is nothing more you need to do. Only one last thing to hear, not as information,
but as background music. 50 quiet secrets of our galaxy. You don't have to remember them, just let them pass, like distant lights seen from a night train, sliding by while you fall asleep.
You have now drifted through 50 quiet secrets of our galaxy. You don't need to replay them. You don't need to list them. You don't need to hold on to any of it. Let it all dissolve. Facts, images, words, like starlight fading at dawn. What remains is simple. You are part of a vast, calm universe. You are allowed to rest inside it. You do not have to do anything tonight. Feel your body, heavier on the bed, breath moving in and out without effort. The galaxy continues. Stars orbit, clouds collapse, light travels, time unfolds, and you are allowed to do the opposite, to be still, to be quiet, to sleep. This story doesn't really end. It just grows softer until it becomes silence. Now, if your eyes are not already closed, you can let them close. The Milky Way will keep turning. The stars will keep shining. Your breath will keep moving. You can rest. You can drift. Good night. Sleep deeply, softly, and in peace.